Will it be life or death for convicted killer Joshua Komisarjevsky? The penalty phase of his trial now underway. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Keith Kuntz. The same jury that convicted him of the 2007 Cheshire home invasion murders will now decide if he will face the death penalty or spend the rest of his days behind bars. News 8's Kent Pierce standing by live outside of New Haven Superior Court with the latest. Kent?
And Keith, starting this penalty phase of the trial is sort of like starting a whole new trial, except in this case, the jury has not to decide guilty or not guilty. They are deciding whether Joshua Komisarjevsky deserves life in prison or the death penalty. Now, Joshua Komisarjevsky is facing this, the format is a little different, I should say, for this phase of the trial. And Dr. Petit actually looked a little different when he walked into court today, sporting about a week's worth of beard. He was also about 20 minutes late to court, apparently stuck in traffic behind an accident on the highway. Komisarjevsky's convoy made it to court just fine, and court actually did start on time, with Judge John Blue preparing jurors for what he called the grave and awesome responsibility of deciding on the death penalty. They have to weigh what are called mitigating factors against aggravating factors. Mitigating factors are things that make Komisarjevsky more sympathetic, like the fact he was abused as a kid. Aggravating factors, well, those would include Komisarjevsky's criminal past, and the first thing that the prosecution did was call to the witness stand a court clerk who went through the long list, and it was a long list of burglaries Komisarjevsky committed and to which he pled guilty. The defense is making its opening statements right now to the jury. The prosecution has already rested. They called that one court clerk, and that's going to be it for the penalty phase of the trial. The defense is going to put on all the witnesses from here on, and there are going to be plenty of them because the state of Connecticut makes it so difficult to sentence someone to death. This is actually going to be longer than the rest of the trial was. This penalty phase is going to be longer and more complicated than the guilt or innocence phase, and the judge told the jurors this morning they can expect to get this case, to be deciding on this case, sometime a week or two after Thanksgiving. Live outside New Haven Superior Court, I'm Kent Pierce, News 8.